If you've got a great deal but no funding, well, then you don't actually have a deal. But here's the good news. There are people out there with money just waiting for the right deal to land in their inbox. They have money sitting in their checking or savings account doing nothing for them. Or if they have it in stocks but are over the roller coaster ride. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to pitch your real estate deal to private lenders, even if you've never raised money before. And make sure you stick around to the end where I'll give you the pitch deck template that I use to pitch my deals in 5 minutes or less and walk away with a yes. Hi, I'm Justin Brown, mortgage pro and real estate investor, and I've been doing this a very long time. So here's exactly what you need to know. So let's jump into why private lenders will say no, even to good deals. What most beginners do wrong is they just talk too much. You don't give any numbers, don't address the risks, don't have a clear plan. If you're vague and you can't answer basic questions or numbers, or you make it all about you and your goals, you're getting a hard pass. So let's fix that, because numbers will always speak louder than your pitch. So what I'm going to jump into are the 5 main things that every private money lender is going to want to know, so you need to have this stuff ready. First is the deal. What type of property is it? Is it a single family? Is it multi-units? What's the property address? Why is it a good opportunity? Go over how fast homes are selling in that area, if it's in an affordable price range. Get with a realtor to get some recent market data on prices rising, being stable, are they going down? Get the market insight on paper so that you know it and you could relay that information. Second, the numbers. Then there's the numbers, obviously. What's the purchase price that you're getting it for? How much are your renovation costs? Show some photos or video walkthroughs. What's the ARV, which is the after repair value? After you do all that work, how much are you going to push that value up? What's it going to be worth? And you can do this by showing them the comps in the area. What's sold recently? How close are they? Why are these good comps? You want to show that they've sold recently, that they're close to the house, that they're similar in the layout, all that fun stuff. And then you got to know how much are you asking them to fund to put this project together. Then you're going to want to be able to explain the exit strategy. Are you just going to flip it, put it on the market and sell it? Are you going to refinance out of it? Are you turning it into a long-term rental, an Airbnb? Basically, how and when will they get their money back? What is the exit plan? Are you going to sell it or refinance it? And when you're going over that exit plan, always have a cushion of at least 3 to 6 months. So if you think it's a 6-month project, ask for 9 to 12 months. Believe me, you'll thank me later. And then the security of the whole thing. How are they protected? Are they going to be on title? Are you putting them in first lien position, second lien position? Are you providing like title insurance, home insurance with them as the lender on the title? Are you going to set up loan servicing for them? So there's like a third party company handling the loan, just like mortgage companies use to manage it all. And this is all possible. Title and escrow companies know how to do this. There's loan servicing companies that do service private money loans. The more you put this together the way the banks do to protect your lenders, the better your deal is going to look. And then you want to get into the return, obviously. What do they earn? Is it interest? Is it equity? Is it a fixed return? I use debt. I pay them interest just like I pay the banks. So I offer 12% because if you start offering equity or projected returns, you're getting into securities territory, and there's a lot you have to make sure you do right with that approach. So to keep it simple, I just use debt. I offer them to be the lender on the loan, giving them a fixed interest rate and return. It is annualized. That's also important to know and explain. How is their return calculated? So if I'm paying them 12% on a $100,000 loan, that's basically $12,000 for the year, or $1,000 a month. So if I'm only borrowing the money for 4 months, then that's $4,000. So you have to make sure you explain how it's going to work and how they're getting paid that interest. But what's also important to know is that's also how their returns are calculated in pretty much all investments. Stocks, CDs, all that stuff is annualized when they look at their returns. All right, so now that we have all that, let's jump into how to put that pitch framework together in 5 minutes or less. So here's the framework I use in real conversations or emails when I'm sending my information out. Hey, so-and-so, I've got a property that I'm locking up in this city, this zip code. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath that I'm picking up for this price. And I'll put this framework in the caption so that you can see it. But here's what I use in the conversations or emails. So the first line, hey, name, I've got a property that I'm locking up in this city. It's this many bedrooms, this many bathrooms, and I am buying it for this price. Second line, after this much in renovation costs, the comps show it's going to be worth about this much money. Third line, I'm looking to borrow this amount of money for the purchase and rehab. I will handle everything: acquisition, the rehab, the resale, the refi. It is truly passive for you. Next, it'll be secured with a promissory note and recorded deed of trust. I'm offering a whatever percent return paid monthly or at exit. And I'll also be using this loan servicing company, this escrow company, and this title company. Next, my exit strategy is this is a flip, so I will be selling it within X amount of months. Or I'm going to be refinancing it when the work's done. I project it'll take this long. You'll be paid first before I make a dime. Here's why I like the market and plan for this deal. Last, if it sounds like a fit, I could send over the full deal package with photos, comps, and timelines. Make sure you're just short, confident, and clear. Now, one hangup people have when it comes to doing this is their lack of experience. So here's how to build trust even if you're new. Basically, you could just partner with someone or multiple people that are experienced and have them on your team. So then you could highlight your team, not just yourself, your contractor, your realtor, property manager, escrow, title, the loan servicing company, anyone else that's involved that has experience with real estate, with flips, with private money deals. And then next, show them why this deal makes sense. Show them the numbers, show them the breakdowns, have a clear plan, and be honest about your experience. Don't fake it. Most lenders care more about how well you understand the deal than your resume. And having an experienced team around you will help resolve any issues that they should have with you being inexperienced. So let me give you a real example. I had a deal in the Southern California market. The purchase price was $525,000, needed $90,000 in rehab. After the work was all done, the ARV was $750,000. So I pitched it just like I showed you. Broke it down in a quick email. I did have to pull in multiple investors to fund that project, but I could get into how it works with multiple investors on another video. But anyhow, I got multiple investors to say yes and fund the $615,000 total cost and then wire that money to escrow. I got them all paid back in 6 months with interest, all because I was clear, I was prepared, and I made it simple to say yes. So here's some final tips for a confident pitch. You have to know your numbers cold. You want to keep it short and don't oversell. Use simple visuals or a one-pager if needed, and always explain how their money is protected. Make sure you follow up with documents, comps, and the next steps. And always remember, you're not asking for a favor, you're offering them an opportunity. And if you want the exact pitch template I use, make sure to sign up for my real estate investing newsletter from the link in the caption, and I'll send you a copy. But if you've got a deal but not the dollars, this is how you get the money. Start building your potential lender list, friends, family, anybody you know. Start putting that list together and use this pitch and lead with clarity and confidence. Another thing you could do is start pre-selling. Even if you don't have a deal, you could basically pre-launch this by starting to email that list of friends and family and saying, "Hi, so-and-so. I've been really looking at getting into some real estate investing projects. I wanted to see if you might have any interest on partnering on deals where you could potentially get double-digit returns backed by the project. You won't have to lift a finger. It's truly passive. If you have any interest, let me know and I'd be happy to chat with you further." So you could start checking the temperature of potential people that might be interested in projects. And then when you have a project, you'll know exactly who to go to first to try to fund your deal. So make sure you like and subscribe, because in the next video, I'll break down how to create your first private money lender packet, a simple document that builds trust and gets you funded faster. So let's get to work.